Hello and welcome back. So, we continue where we left off with the siege for the capital. So we've got a reasonable amount of food and we can do some shenanigans to try and get it up even higher than this, but first let us sack the city and then we can take from there. Okay, so we've deployed the bulk of our forces here to attack directly. We're going to use the mortars to basically shell them. But our stealth troops are going to come in on this side, 2 heroes and 3 units. We're going to see, it's going to depend on how quickly the AI moves around. But also, I need to check the mic volume. I recorded something and it was pretty quiet. I'm going to do my best to not be too quiet. I hope it doesn't also pick up the fan because it is particularly warm in England today. So let's get in with it. He's got to put something here to defend the gate, right? He has, but okay. These are pretty solid. Let's see how well we do with a hit. Oh no, it's getting some good hits. Okay, so we can move them up, and we can move these up too, and then we can see what's going on over here. Is it nothing? So if it is nothing, we can literally do that. The units that go on the walls will be exposed. When we attack the gate, will be exposed, but not an issue. You guys forward. If these guys are going to concede the gate, we will get in here. And yeah, you're going to have to let me know what you guys think. Thank you for voting on the poll. If you voted on the poll, it is now deleted, as I said. So we'll be covering Doom. I'm a little unsure how I should take the vote, because it was pretty close. So, like, part of me thinks we should just do a let's play, but another part of me is like, well, technically if we combine the other options, it actually is a larger amount. Okay, we do need to be through here before anyone gets over here, because they will relocate troops. Once we're in, we should be able to stealth again, so that's not a huge deal. I'm going to send you guys in against the gate, I think. Plus, reinforcements are arriving. Here. Okay, what's happening on this flank? Some archers and maybe one unit moving over here. Okay, if we can claim this, we don't have to destroy the gate. It's kind of annoying, really, because, well, we could just send everyone up the walls and over if that's the case. The more we threaten this, the more he'll try and defend it. I'm just aware that if I send too many units in the air, that mortar fires a bit too wide. But you know what? Let's turn the mortar off. Fire it well. That is something I want to be very aware of. You know what? Let's drop a summons here to try and chew up some archers. Now, the sphere of influence you see on the towers is not the actual range of the towers, but the actual detection range. Detection now, so... Okay, we are in. So let's just get in here and go like that. Okay, and let's see what's going on. Guys are still like, you know, we've turned the motors off so we can be a bit more, I guess, persuasively aggressive would be the way to put it. Move all these troops up here. And I have had the odd comment about my lack of coverage. Sorry about that. Of the news. Got this tickly cough, it keeps coming back and I can't really get rid of it, it seems. But it's not really an issue, so you know, health is fine. But yeah, there's been a series of news updates for CA and I haven't really covered it because it's all kind of like, we want to do X, Y, and Z. And it's fine saying you want to do something, but actually doing it, oh, I hate when they do this, they just open the gates. Like, I'd walk fire now, you guys are getting massacred. So I'm not saying that like CA can't do what they're set out to do. There's definitely scope for them to achieve their objectives. What I'm saying is, sometimes in coding, you fix one bug and you find 7 more. And it's just, Lord there, that is really annoying. Okay, but you know, the idea was to distract his forces over here, I suppose, so in a way, mission accomplished. We should probably split up his forces a little bit though. But if we come in here, we claim these two, and then that one. Actually, we can claim that one, then we can actually win this. Because from that one, we only need to camp the corner one, and then we've won. Yeah. Oh, he's there. He's run straight into the middle of it. Yeah, there's not many places where I'd say you'd absolutely fail. But this is one of them, and you've run into one of my good units, not one of my weak ones. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about your odds there, buddy. You may not live to see. Yeah, well done, dude. Well done. Okay, as any of these were rallied, you are rallied, get back in there. You're still broken for now. There we go, you're rallied. You get back in the gateway. Okay, cool, his lord is perma-broken. So, yeah, that was a real dumb choice on the AI's part. Also not guarding this is a pretty good point. The AI is hyper-aware, so it knows where I am. Like, generally speaking, I would be pretty optimistic about the situation. Sometimes you just gotta be cautious. The AI, you know, it knows where everything is, even though it kind of pretends it doesn't already. You know, normally it's like stupid. It's just like, that's why I can't deal with playing on normal. Some people are like, Dan, why don't you just have a chill game, Dan? And just enjoy playing the game. I don't think a lot of people realise how stressful I find playing this game on normal difficulty. Because the AI does such shit erratic things. I just can't cope with it because when the AI acts in such a completely illogical way, it just becomes... I'm not sure what the best word for it is. Warlock Master! It's very taxing to try and play a game when your enemy is not being strategic. Perhaps that's the best way to put it. Because when the AI intentionally does dumb things, because it's on a lower difficulty, I can't really cope with that very well. You know, it's a me thing, but get you in here, debuff these guys. We are still contesting this spot slightly, that's good. Why are you not fighting, dude? I think you should charge in. He still keeps hopping. Fight, fight. It's funny how you can just run through them very quickly.
I am ready. Mission triumphs.
How are we doing it here? It is chaotic. Mostly because we can't really cast magic, right? We get like one spell and it's gonna hit the bridge pretty much, yeah. It'd be a tad more logical for us to let them push into us so that we could actually get the drop on them, but probably just gonna take too much time. Oop. Okay, you need to pull back, you can't fight them when you're on as such. Can you do what I told you to do? Thank you very much. Can actually... yeah, we can warp line in here, so if they actually advance into us... yeah, like there, it's a perfect spot. You're not wasting anything by failing that command, I suppose, because... you know... I have no idea where you are. You're there, okay. Well, you capped that, so why don't you just come capture the capture point and now we've won. They don't really have the numbers to fight us properly is the issue. Oops, might be like it Bro, you shouldn't be able to see me now. Pop that thing. Pop it. Yeah, we're going over here. He has advanced. We can actually get spells off now. Excellent. It's also a good time for us because the green thing is his wag. And we really don't necessarily want to be fighting them while that is active. But super annoying. Let's just charge him. And we drop a summons from behind. I might try a full melee step with these guys. I've been more impressed with some of the troops like the Eshin triads recently. It's really about knowing what your units are good against, what to use them with, more than anything else. And that should be getting close to time loss at this point. Yeah, they're flashing. And we are done. There's no point running down to the siege, so they're all dead and it's embarrassing anyway. Daddy. Okay, so we got some extra food. We're gonna sack it, as I already stated. Okay, so next thing is... he cannot reach. But he can. Okay, so we can still occupy it. So that's perfect. So what we want to do now is one of these should give food. Yeah, that gives food. It has a cooldown. Right, did that assassin get but it did. Excellent. So this is where we start. Running up an assassin. Unfortunately, this skill is trash. Because inside an army, the hero doesn't give this bonus to the army. So we won't be using that. We'll be using hack. Arm. Hackle. To get name right, to get some food. So we're going to choose food. We're going to choose Hackcom, and then we just need to choose a province. And I guess these are the next on the chopping blocks. So do that. I guess it's 5 more food. And this dude gets level. Which Considering we're going to need these guys, we'll probably tool them up as actual assassins to start with. And we'll take this territory as high as we can, so tier 4.
Make under Empire bigger!
If we were maybe a bit more careful, we might have been able to rape it a little higher, but I'm not sure if we had the capacity. No, we didn't have the capacity prior to running this, so we couldn't have had tier 5 anyway. And that would be decent in a minor territory, but not in a capital. Okay, so we do that, and we will have to get some construction going. Unfortunately, this area is terribly unstable, so there'll be a rebellion. What an absolute shame that will be. Massive swathes of sack over there.
Lord of the Assassins.
Okay, let's get scouting maxed out. We do need those magical items. Unfortunately. Requirement. Okay, we are kind of financially broke. I'm a little concerned about my borders. So, well, we'll give it another turn because they're unhappy with us, but not to the point where we're going to go to war yet. Okay, that's good. Some factions are now at war with each other. We've got to focus in as objective, which I need to keep reminding myself. It is the yellows and the whites in the north. Okay. But one of the legendary lord factions. But yeah, so this area is a particularly dangerous path for us.
Every skull that decorates this deck
Just the
adds to my...
dread. Okay.
Don't be scared by my helm.
Not interested in non-aggression. Okay, but not really going to take into account the fact that I have this province till next turn.
Eshin victorious.
I guess we should just get on.
Kill things.
And I don't know if there'll be much stream content this week because life is just extremely busy for me, unfortunately. And I've got to prioritise things correctly. Things done that are critically important. I do love YouTube, but it doesn't pay the bills. If anyone wants to become a channel member and help change that, you're more than welcome. But honestly, just watching and being subscribed is massive help. You appreciate it, especially if people go and like seek out less popular content, because yeah, I get judged on my average channel viewership by sponsors, so it's kind of annoying sometimes. It's kind of annoying that you can't just play what you want to play, and that sometimes you have to put your foot down and be like, no, I would play it, but I can't. Walkstone Order will be great if we ever get weapons teams. So let's keep that. And I guess we attack these guys? Because we can't let this rebellion grow, really. We don't have time to mess around. Now, this will be an awkward battle because we've got a leadership penalty of -10 leadership. However, we also have a lot of guns, and leadership only matters if you're losing. So I am confident that we'll be okay. So I do appreciate you all for checking out this content. If you have any feedbacks, comments, suggestions, or ideas, if there is other content you do want to see, do let me know. It's not a solid no, because I am thinking maybe I'll just put some content on a different channel. But I need to think that through more, because if it's a matter of different styles of content on different channels, then I could perhaps put my guides and tutorials on one channel, and you know, that way it's focused and dedicated, and that will probably grow much faster than any other channel. Because for Let's Plays, I do this for fun. I enjoy playing this game, you know. And it'd be torture if I didn't, isn't it? Because I'm not making any money out of this, really. So why am I putting myself through this otherwise? Anyway, I could ramble for forever. I'm just avoiding work, really. I wish you good fortune all you are to come, and I will see you in the next one. And yeah, streaming probably not this week, but definitely be back next week if it is the case.